What up, what up? Happy Friday, boys and girls. Today is episode 99 of Crew Talk Sports, brought to you by Crew Talk Radio, your home of the number one AFC champion, Denver Broncos. We got Ev, we got Big Dante. Fellas, Merry Christmas to you guys and your family. Hope you guys had a good day. Broncos got us a little nervous. I know you guys fucking saw it too. But how you guys doing today, man? Happy Friday.
Doing good. Santa brought a W for Christmas. That's all you can ask for. Good night, good day. Enjoyed it. Happy to be back here talking some ball, though.
Yeah. Ev, how was your Christmas, bro? First one with the little one.
Yeah, no, it was great. I don't know how I feel about multiple NFL games on Christmas Day, especially in the fantasy championship.
Three's too many.
Three's too many. I would like one. You could have one. But otherwise, man, it was good. I woke up a little bit early. I was kind of like, I gotta make some fantasy lineup changes last minute. That's just what I do. I know we'll get into that here in a second, Dominic. But Christmas was legit. Little man got spoiled, of course. Broncos got the dub. Like we said, couldn't ask for more. I would like to see more of an ass whooping, but we'll get into that here in a little bit.
Yeah, hard to make some coin on Christmas for the boy. Wasn't aggressively betting. I do got to say real quick, I'm not obviously the biggest NBA fan. Keep NBA on Christmas, man. I don't need any NFL games on Christmas. I kind of want to – I'm used to growing up with there being NBA Christmas being the day. I'm cool with that. You got college football New Year's Day, right? That's kind of how it's been. 3 games on Christmas, man. I'm gonna be real. I didn't even watch the Cowboys game, dude. You got Santa had just come. You're waking up late.
Way too early.
It was just a lot going on. Couldn't put the game on. Shout out to CD Lamb for just laying a big old turd,
bro.
Dak mediocre.
Dak actually surprisingly had a solid game. We'll get into that fantasy here in a minute, but yeah, I was with you, bro. Like. We were like getting ready and like doing like dude, we had no time to sit down and watch that game. So I was following everything on Twitter. And the fact that they decide to stream it on Netflix, which is like, bro, we're at our parents' house. They don't have Netflix. So it's like, dude, come on, man. If you're gonna do it on Christmas, at least make it so everybody can stream the game. Dante is sharing a local video again. But no, I don't know. I agree with you, bro. Let's just keep it on NBA. If you want to do one game on Christmas, then so be it. But yeah, I'm with you, Dom.
It is a lot going on with the fantasy championships being this week too, which by the way, if any of your leagues end next week, you got to get out of that league. That's bullshit. Week 18. But yeah, man, it's just a lot going on with fantasy because you got games on like what 4 different days. It's just like
3 games tomorrow, I think, too, right? And then
I think there's 2 tomorrow.
2 tomorrow, right? Is it? It's Packers and Ravens,
Chargers. Texans, Chargers, Ravens, Packers tomorrow. Then you got Sunday. Then you have Monday again, which Kyle Pitts might have to carry the squad Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I saw next year Christmas on a Friday. So their Netflix and NFL is planning on doing a game on. So Thursday night, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Friday, Saturday games, Sunday games, Monday Night Football. So there will be 5 days in a row of NFL football next year. It's too much in your fantasy football championship. And then the other problem is, like, if you decide not to play a guy, you've got less dudes left and available because half of them have already played already by the time it gets to Sunday.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt, remember I was telling you guys, I figured these would be low scoring games. 2 of the unders hit. I didn't see the Vikings beating the Lions, man. RIP to the Lions. Their season's officially over. So And the way they did it, man, Jared Goff looked fucking horrible. It's almost like the Detroit thing might need to be. They might need to be looking at a QB, which
Well,
I said that they should have drafted Shedeur. I thought one of those. I thought that would be a perfect spot. Go get him in the 5th, whatever round. Why not? But yeah, I don't know if Goff, dude. It's just his away record is so trash, bro.
I
So
can't get there yet, and it was even indoors. Like there was this thing where
I
it's like,
know.
oh, Goff is, he's questionably. He's like, it's like Tua. It's like if you're outdoors in the wintertime, watch out. But yeah, no, I agree, man, dude. Lions absolutely in a must-win game, piss down your leg against
Yeah.
Max Brosmer, who had 3. I think what is it? Was it 3
3 net
passing
yards.
3 net yards passing? Like just absolutely inexcusable. Do we want to get into breaking news or do we want to break down these fantasy?
Yeah, we can get into breaking news. I just want to say breaking news. Jared Goff had 3 fumbles and 2 picks in a must-win game. Missed me with that. Shout out to Mia, by the way. She asked me the day before, am I starting Jared Goff or Bo Nix in my fantasy championship? And I'm like, come on. I felt like that was an easy one. Start Bo Nix, Jared Goff, pretty good matchup, but still, start. You got to go with Bo. It cost her 18 points because the guy was just turning the ball over left and right. But yeah, we can get into breaking news. I want your guys' opinion. We'll start off with this. If you guys have any more, chime in. Matt Crosby, what happened today? It looks like he walked out of the office after they said we're going to shut you down for the rest of the year. You guys have any more information on this? This guy, I felt like is an ultimate Raider, but I also feel like he deserves better. Remember, I've said free Matt Crosby in the past. What did you guys hear different from that? And what's your guys' thoughts on Big 98 up there in Vegas?
Yeah, it sounds like the Raiders are just shutting everyone down. They placed Bowers on IR, a couple other defensive guys, and then they told Max what was going on. Hey, we're not playing you this week. And sounds like he threw a fit, left the facility. I think he's just tired of losing. I think it just gets to you. How long can you? I mean, some people were picking that Nick Wright dude was picking the Raiders to make the playoffs. I mean,
he's an idiot, though.
People were
Well,
higher on the Raiders though.
I was one of them. I went on. Shout out our boy Lou, Captain Lou, out there in Detroit. I went on his podcast and I was like, dude, the Raiders are going to be respectable this year because of Pete Carroll. Like I just thought they would be like 7, 8 wins. Scrappy squad. They beat the Patriots week 1. You're like, here we go. And but yeah, dude, it fell apart. And I mean, that's what you'd like to see in a competitor in Max Crosby. But dude, if they're in a rebuild, you got to consider trading that guy because you will get a haul. Now it's looking like they're playing for the number 1 pick. Is that Fernando Mendoza? Probably so.
Mm-hmm. Early initial reports, yeah.
So, and I'm also seeing reports that Pete Carroll's not a lock to come back. So it's like, is Pete Carroll one and done in Vegas?
Well, I think it might be past Pete Carroll, man. I think he lost it. You can lose a step in the NFL. I think he lost it in the terms of coaching, in my opinion. That team it's just not what I'm used to seeing with like the Seahawk team too. It's
Tom Brady's sitting there. What's he thinking of all this? Because I feel like he's the type of dude that's going to want to leave a mark, and he can't be allowing this to go on. First of all, the Raiders, you mentioned Shedeur, yeah. The Raiders really messed up not getting Shedeur. I mean, that's Brady's guy right there. If they had Shedeur sitting on the bench, well, if he was sitting on the bench at this point, but
he'd be starting.
Geno Smith, they decided to pay him, and they trade for Pickett. He looked awful when he got in there for a little bit. Really bad for the Raiders. No hope.
Pickett stinks, by the way. And I was a big fan of Pitt. I wanted him, low key, I will say. Also, looks like Bills quarterback Josh Allen. I know he hurt his ankle last week, but this dude gets hurt all the time, starts bleeding, doesn't matter. Dude's a fucking workhorse. Ev, not feeling good about the Bills, by the way, just in terms of the AFC from what I'm seeing. Big game with them. I'm interested to watch that game Sunday with Philly. He looks like he will play, not any limitations. 49ers, Kittle and Herschel, questionable Sunday. So that's shitty because it's a Sunday night game. So if you have Kittle in fantasy and you're hoping fuck, should I start him? Should I start him?
You can't
Unless
trust it.
You have Pitts, you could wait.
Yeah, I mean, but there's no way he's available now, Dom. I mean, you got to go pick up Tongas, Jake Tongas, just in case. Get that little handcuff if you do have Kittle. But yeah, no, I would look to pivot. I just don't think they're going to. I mean, I think it's going to be. You got Christian McCaffrey.
I saw Purcell's out as well. or
Yeah, they
quite
questionable.
doubtful.
Questionable, yeah. Bears ruled out Roma Dunze Sunday night. That's going to be a fucking great game too. San Francisco could essentially still have the number 1 seed. That's a scary team, dude. I'm going to let you know. I don't really want to be playing the 49ers if I'm in the NFC.
Which is like, it's like how, because they had so many injuries to that team. I mean,
Well
the
coached
one
team.
the
Very
one
well
guy
coached.
standing is Christian McCaffrey, who we all thought was going to get hurt this year.
Yeah,
And shout out
but
Purdy. He's looked better than I expected.
Purdy, 5 tutties.
He's been
last week.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been good.
Yeah, shout out to Chaunch, by the way, because that was his team that snuck in the playoffs after the pick. He was down by 1.8. He throws the pick. I love it. Jordan Love officially downgraded to out. I saw Malik Willis is also questionable. Green Bay doesn't need to win, so they're already in the playoffs. It doesn't matter for them. Keep your eyes peeled if you have any Packers. I'm not starting Watson this week. So yeah, the Packers basically don't have any quarterbacks. Oh, I didn't see this one. Harold Fannin Jr. suffered a groin injury today's practice. Oh God.
And
Yeah.
Njoku's out already.
And Joku's out.
So that's huge. And you know how groin is. You got no idea how it's going to be until game day.
Right.
yeah, if you're relying on Fannin for your fantasy championships, or if you're just looking to place, I had Fannin locked in my lineup in our league dom, so I had to pivot. I went and picked up Jawan Johnson. Probably start him instead because you
He'll get you
can't.
7. He'll get
Yeah.
you 7.
Yeah,
Jawan
you
Johnson
can't.
scores like 7 points every week. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Yeah, not liking my fantasy start, but the GOATs haven't played. Well, Gibbs did. Gibbs 5 points. Come on. And I
It's
blame
down his
Goff,
leg.
dude. I blame Jared Goff because it's just they
All the
never had the
turnovers.
ball. We just
All
kept
the
turning the
turnovers.
ball over.
Yes.
Some other breaking news: Sauce Gardner will return to the Colts.
That's
Sure.
huge. That's
Are they
huge.
eliminated? Aren't they eliminated?
I think they're hanging on by a thread,
They
dude.
need a lot
Like,
of help. They need the Jags to start losing or the Texans.
so it's a must win for them on Sunday. So like obviously, like that's, I mean, when you're ready to get into fantasy, we will, but that's what kind of scared me off Trevor Lawrence. But we'll get into that when we get into fantasy.
What scared you off of Trevor Lawrence? That Sauce
That-
is back?
Must win for the Colts at home. And you know,
Philip
like
Rivers
when
last game.
you look back at like how Trevor did against the Colts last time, it was kind of a mediocre game. It was fine, but I went Dak instead of Lawrence in Aces League.
Oh, did you? After
did.
you've literally texted us saying that you're going to squad ride Lawrence.
Yep, but changed it last minute. I got too scared.
Why?
And
How much did he give you? Like 20?
No,
Dak did good.
yeah, Dak got me 31 points, and that's just what I was like. Just give me 30, Dak, and I felt good about my positional players. So I just
30.
didn't want to gamble on Lawrence.
How did he get
going
you 30?
into-
He got me 21 in my league, in our league. Our
I
head-to-head.
guess that he scores more in Aces League. I guess QBs do.
So Trevor Lawrence would have had fucking 60, which he has done for me in the past. Lamar Jackson, sticking with quarterbacks, listed as doubtful. Real quick,
out.
we're gonna talk fantasy here. Did you see what I did to your boy Chris, by the way, Ev? I know I texted you guys.
Pick up all the QBs.
Picked up every QB available. I was shopping Chuba Hubbard
And he
Xavier
has
Worthy.
Lamar.
Yeah.
He has Lamar. The only person I couldn't get was CJ Stroud. It's not like I think that's a very favorable matchup, anyways. Tyler Shuck picked him up. Who else did I pick up, boys? I mean, I went on a fucking rampage. I was going to text you, Evan, but I know you wouldn't have helped your boy out. So I got Baker, Darnold, Dart, Cousins, Tyler Shuck on the bench.
Has he picked up Stroud yet?
He picked up CJ
He picked up Stroud.
So, which I don't hate that. I was like weighing my options. I'm like, Tyler Shuck low key could drop 25. I don't need that.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been the play for Chris. Like he probably should have picked up Shuck, or like if Shuck
Dart,
was there.
Tell me Jackson Dart won't have 50 yards rushing in a tutty.
No,
Like,
no,
just
he's
like-
getting benched. They're playing. The Giants are playing Russell Wilson.
Oh, that's right, because
Really?
they're trying to lose. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're trying to lose.
So
That's
yeah,
right.
Dart.
So they got to
starts
start
out.
Russ. Hey, dude, we need to lose. Russ, get in
Dang,
there.
imagine if you would have picked up
Stroud
he
instead.
would have to play Russ. That'd been crazy.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of quarterbacks left.
Russ
Yeah,
deciding
I
your
will
fantasy
say,
season.
so in this league, real quick, Ed, this is our league. I got a 38 win percentage, although the projections to me don't matter at all.
They don't.
What up, Dak? What's going on, bro?
Dak, bro, what's
Harvey,
good?
Harvey and Debo scored around 18 for him. Gibbs kind of fucked me. I'm still liking it. You know, Wilson. It's gonna come down to my boy Wilson, and then Jigba and Trevor Lawrence, and I'm
And
okay
Trevor
with that.
Lawrence. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am playing against Bijan, Marvin
Trey
Harrison,
McBride against
Olave,
Cincinnati.
and Trey McBride. Yeah. Tomorrow, though, I need CJ Stroud to just drop a cool little 8-piece, but also get the dub because, dude, if you're looking at the AFC, which we'll get into the Broncos here in a minute too, not liking where the Chargers are at. Definitely could use them to lose this game. Take a little pressure off next week. Sleeper League, Ev, I'll do our update in that. We're pretty much fucking neck and neck. I'm projected to lose that as well, which I don't even care about that projection.
But
I was projected to lose every fucking week too, by the way. So
well, yeah. So yeah, projections.
The people
don't
I
mean
had
anything.
to start did okay. CD Lamb,
Dude,
9.
I don't, Dom, are like, so like, not obviously that's Dynasty League, but
yeah.
in redraft, are you touching CD Lamb? Because
No,
I
I
don't think
told
I
you.
am.
No,
I'm done.
Emotionally, it's too much, bro. I know this is a dynasty. I'm gonna definitely look to try to move him and Dak for something else that I really want. But yeah, no, it's too stressful, dude. There's too much drama. There's too much emotion over there with CD Lamb. I was expecting he could have a favorable matchup. I was thinking he could at least get me 20.
Well, yes, that's what I'm saying. Like 2 weeks in a row, he's got 9 PPR points, and that's a problem when he's a first round pick, and that's why I kind of like leaned. That's one of the reasons why I leaned with Dak in Aces League because I had Pickens, so I'm like, you know what? I kind of want a piece of that against Washington. Pickens ends up getting me 7 points, bro, non PPR. But I don't know. Dak still had a solid day. I'm going against Joe Burrow in that league, so pray for me. But I do have Jamar Chase, so I'm kind of hoping that offsets a little bit. Expecting a big game from Jamar Chase, but yeah,
T.
dude, I'm with you.
Higgins, 3 tutties.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, Jamar Chase hasn't scored. I think I saw it since October 16th, which is absolutely diabolical. I think Jamar Chase has a bounce back game. Matt,
thought the same thing about Justin Jefferson this weekend too. No way does he not score on Christmas, and then here we are, 5 points for him too.
Yeah, dude. Him and Jamar. Sorry, CeeDee Lamb, first round pick. Justin Jefferson, first round pick. If you had those 2 teams or 2 players, just you got let down. Just a fact. Dante, so yeah, me and Evan here. We both have 34 points. Ev, your team's gonna come down to Trey McBride putting up 50. Not liking how you're starting Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker though.
Against the Panthers. I should have started them both last week. They would have put up 38 points. You know, it's I'm with you. I don't look, if you're down, if your projections are projecting you lose, don't get down. They don't mean a damn thing. I was Tony was actually texting me today, Dom, and was like, damn, I thought we would meet in the championship. I'm like, dude, it's like you can kick ass all season long. All that matters is you get hot at the right time. Dom's team, you're 9-6. Chris's team, 9-6. 2 teams in the championship, and I think it's gonna come down to the wire. So excited to follow that one up. But in Aces League, I'm up 68-8, I believe, on Matt.
Who did you have?
I had Dak. He put up 31. I had RJ Harvey, who thank God he got that end of game touchdown. He got 13.
I'm playing him in both championships, by the way. Fuck me, of course. He had like 28 rushing yards at one point in the 4th quarter too. I was like, okay.
What's crazy is I texted Ace because I didn't want to play Brandon Aubrey because I was expecting Dak to have a good game, but Ace didn't put the waiver through, so I had to play Aubrey, and he got me 17 points, which was nice.
Dang.
Pickens 7 points, 70 yards.
Yeah.
You know, would have liked him to get into the end zone. And CD also dropped a couple touchdowns, man. I already dropped 2 touchdowns in the end zone.
Didn't get eyes on it.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
did.
Fuck me. Yeah. Gibbs got me 5. That's a kick in the nuts. But yeah, Dante, go ahead. How are you looking for your championship?
So I had Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton on Christmas.
Talk about dropping touchdowns.
Oh my
Cortland
God,
Sutton.
dude. Yeah, I want to preach about that, by the way.
But so good news, bad news. Bad news, I played against the Vikings defense. Good news, they made a rookie mistake, and their quarterback was Goff, and they had St. Brown and Justin Jefferson. So, Sutton outscored Jefferson, so I'll win that matchup right there. Nix outscored Goff, obviously, so I'll win that one. But that Vikings defense, we'll have to see. So I was actually going to ask you guys, I got New Orleans defense. I got from last week, the Ev, that was a nice little pickup there. I got the Giants defense, and then the Bucks defense is also available. Giants are obviously playing the Raiders. No one wants to win that game. And then the Bucks play Miami. We saw how Ewers looked last week, so I don't know, who should I start?
That's tight. Oh, fuck, that's tight. I'd go Saints, dude. Cam Ward's still making some mistakes. Saints or Bucks to me. I don't know. They're all pretty even. Ev was right about the Saints. The wheel was wrong.
Well, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm in the same predicament, boys, in Aces League. So I either can start the Saints, which Tennessee's been pretty good against defenses lately.
Yeah, Tennessee's been looking good.
Or it's the Jaguars who does Phillip Rivers just implode? I know the Jaguars can turn the ball over. You know, do they get a pick six in that game? Maybe. You know, so yeah, I got to make that decision on Sunday for sure.
What's the deal with Taysom Hill? Why is he the highest transaction trend right now?
I actually picked him up, and I'm starting him against Ev's league. Dude, they don't have any running backs. They have Audric Estime. If is
he playing running back?
He's getting close to the 1,000, which no player has ever done. 1,000 passing, 1,000 rushing, and 1,000 receiving. So I think they're trying to incentivize that. The Saints love him, dude. New Orleans loves him.
Yes,
so they want him to get it. And he had multiple red zone targets last week. I actually picked him up and started against UF, thinking I could get a quick 30 from him. But it could also be fucking a flat 0. But my option was Dalton Kincaid, where he's got a lingering injury. Dawson Knox has a lingering issue. I'm tired of these Buffalo tight ends too. And Kincaid was starting off so fresh too. But yeah, I was like, fuck it. I will say I was playing against Jordan Addison and Krosky Merritt on the bench. So that could have been a fucking day ruiner. If this guy would have
yeah. Who saw Krosky Merritt going off for 100 yards and 2 scores? Like, Nick was reaching out to me in his dynasty league. He's in the championship, and he's like, dude, I really want to bench Debo. And I was just like, the Dallas Cowboys defense is really bad. Yeah. So and even if they get up, like if I was expecting a bigger game from Dak, but they're gonna have to pass, they're gonna have to get Debo more involved. And he texted me like at halftime. He's like, I'm sick for benching Debo, and I'm like, but it is what it is, man. It's kind of a tough day all around. Like, I mean, like we said, Dak had a good day. RJ was pretty good in PPR. Like, dude, to have 3 big games like that, man, like you said, Dom, like Jahmyr Gibbs, dude, like 5 points, dude, that is an absolute kick to the nuts with a guy that has carried you to a fantasy championship.
Yeah, no, I mean, the guy's dropped 53 times for me, dude. I mean, let's just be real. He's helped me score 200 twice. One game he had 78 points. What up?
Would you start Taysom Hill over Tet McMillan in a flex spot?
No, I wouldn't go.
No, I mean, unless
Tet scares me.
Unless you're
if they're playing the Seattle,
unless you're a monumental underdog.
Right.
I mean, I see. So here,
I got Pitts and Fannin too.
So here's the thing, Dante. I got Tet too, and I'm banking on like them being behind. So
okay,
so hopefully the receptions are there. It's full point PPR, right?
Yes.
So
yeah. I'd lean Pitts over Taysom Hill at tight end for sure. But I saw that he got on the injury report too, so you got to monitor that situation. But same thing happened the last 3 weeks. The dude's questionable. Really wish London was out. But look, man, my team's gonna come down to Michael Wilson, Kyle Pitts, and then Trevor Lawrence, bro. That's what I was saying. It's like we talked Monday. It's just like, look at this fucking. Who would have thought this year that I'd be saying the Houston Texans defense and Michael Wilson have carried my squad? I mean, it's just crazy.
It's going to come down to the wire, but that's why you love it, man. Come on. I mean, obviously, you'd like to blow your opponent out of the water in the championship, but just to make it to the championship is dope. I mean, come on, man. You just got to enjoy it, and just let's see what happens. I just like we said before, I don't like having 3 games on Christmas, and then
it's
too much.
Especially being a father, Ev. You know how it is now. It's fucking a lot going on Christmas. Christmas Eve. And then we had people over Christmas Eve too, so we're staying up even later than we should, doing things that we shouldn't, too much eggnog, if you know what I mean.
Wrapping presents.
Wrapping presents.
Well, yeah, throw
and then you're just tired like the next day, dude. That's why I'm like, give me some NBA. I'll do a couple same game parlays and chill. The stress for the Broncos too, by the way, was just unneeded, but it was harder for me to turn up yesterday, I will say, as I'm drinking a beer right now.
I was watching the game I hate watching the Bronco game with with people over because they're trying to chime in their 2 cents and people, they're playing their third string quarterback. We should be up by 100 points. This is awful. And I'm like, you know what? Look at that. I look at the record right there. 12-3. We're about to be 13-3. A win's a win. I don't care how we get it, Could we have blown them out? Sure, but here we are.
Yeah, no, but even if it's like going into Arrowhead, no matter what, is going to be a hard place to play. And those fans were freaking amped up. Like they were loud.
10 years.
Yeah. So I
was there last time.
Yeah.
Was that 10 years ago?
Fun fact. Yeah. 2025. I was there when Bradley Roby picked up the Jamal
2015.
2015. Yeah.
Yes.
Bradley Roby picked up the Jamal Charles fumble at the end of the game and we won. Peyton Manning. We were down by like 17 or 18.
Yes.
Did you guys see what Travis Kelce said to Bo Nix post game? Like when they were like all on the field? He's just like, go get you one, bro. I was like,
I did see that.
God
damn it. Do I respect you, Travis Kelce? He's done, right? It's his last game.
No way. He's not going to go out after Mahomes goes out like this. I think he's going to come back. I don't think he wants to end this way.
I think he's done, man. It's proven that he's lost a step. It's going to get even worse next year. That shit gets exponentially worse.
I feel like he actually did better this year than last year, though.
I mean,
yeah, but he did.
No, he had a lot of drops this year and like drops that led to interceptions. Like he was low key costing them games. So like,
but you also had Rashee Rice missing a lot of time.
Yeah.
You saw them as soon as I saw they put him on IR. Like I was like, dude, Chiefs are waving the white flag, but they weren't, dude. Dude, Andy Reid was trying to win that game.
Well, it's the Sean Payton complex, bro, which everybody who doesn't know, I'm going to tell you guys something. It's a fact. And I know this because we know multiple people from other fan bases and they feel the same. They don't like Sean Payton because of the bounty gate. A lot of people take that shit really seriously. Then you go to New Orleans and it's like, oh, well, we fucking love Sean Payton because he brought him there for a Super Bowl.
Right.
But I think 80% of the league, as well as other coaches, right? Like they don't like Sean Payton. I think he gets I think the refs kind of don't give him an edge either, That call on Patrick Surtain, the fucking pass interference with Xavier Worthy, come on. That was fucking ridiculous.
Horrible.
The Chiefs had one penalty. It was the offsides at the end of the game.
Yes.
That's just not like I don't give a fuck what anybody says in 2025. There's more penalties than that. But, I don't think Sean Payton gets the calls. I don't think he gets respected. Andy Reid tried to beat him, knowing damn well that, this is our year or, for the division. But, yeah, he don't give a fuck. I think a lot of teams go out and try to beat Sean Payton.
Yes.
I still think this whole thing, like the Broncos just play down to their competition is driving me insane.
Yeah.
Or play up to it, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, it's just, but at the same time, bro, I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from the loss, but I'm sitting there like, the Broncos are really going to fuck around and lose to Oladokun, a third string quarterback in KC, because, dude, we just weren't making play. We should have turned that fucker over a couple times. We didn't.
I saw a lot of people hating on Vance Joseph. I mean, we allowed like 13 points. That's not bad. That's a win all day, but it's not Vance Joseph. We have so many injuries at linebacker. And like everyone's like, oh, they can't tackle. It's like that's because I've never even heard of this dude. He's out there starting at middle linebacker for us. So
yeah,
we have a lot of injuries right now, and we get a little bit of a break since we played on Thursday before next week versus the Chargers. But the Texans could do us all a favor, and we might not have to worry about next week. We could bench everybody next week if the Chargers lose this week.
No,
so
we couldn't. I've already thought about that. It depends what the Patriots do, and they play the Jets this week. Because the Patriots win, we can't rest our players. We have to go beat the Chargers.
Who did the Patriots play their last game?
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah. So, yeah, no. And the Jets, it's unwatchable football. And they're trying to get the first overall pick. Yeah, real quick too, fellas. Want to bring this up. I texted you guys. I think I tweeted it. Cortland Sutton forgot that there was a game yesterday. This guy's my breaking point. Last year, he had major drops against the Buffalo Bills. I know we got steamrolled. This guy has the most unadvantageous drops. They're very bad timing. He makes, I mean, dude, he's got to have Dante pull it up. He's got to have 15 to 20 drops, dude. He's dropping at least 2 a game. It feels like, Evan.
Yeah.
I know he's playing okay, right? It's like, but he's our number one, man. If he was I just look and I'm like, my God, dude, if we had Justin Jefferson, a guy who has 1, maybe 2 drops a year with fucking double coverage on his nuts, Sutton's dropping end zone passes, third down plays.
Well,
It's just getting really, really fucking old, man. It really is. And there's nobody else. I get it. We have to throw to him, but I'm getting fucking worked up about Cortland Sutton, bro. Like,
that's the thing, and you're right. Like, dude, yes, a couple drops a game, couple crucial drops, but he's usually like he's making like those touchdown catches to make up for it. Like this season, he's kind of like, all right, yeah, he had a couple bad drops, but he ends up scoring a touchdown. Not yesterday, man. I mean, 4 receptions, 40 yards, like for your number 1 wide receiver. Like
he's getting like almost 10 targets a game on average. So you love the volume, but the drops are adding up. It's every game he's having more, at least 2. I mean, it's got to be at least 3 or 4 weeks now.
According to NFL stats, he's got 5 all year.
Yeah, that's impossible because he had 3 yesterday.
He had 9 last year, 6, 9. I mean, it's been a problem, not just this
He
year.
had 3 drops yesterday, bro. He had 3 drops yesterday.
I think if it's contested, they won't technically count it a drop, but it's like that's your number 1 receiver. He's got to be making those plays. Obviously, like I said, I have him in my fantasy football championship, so I'm just watching this like, dude, what are we doing here? And then Bo looked good, and he actually is probably the reason we won that game, which was
he's running,
except for that interception was the most flukiest shit I've ever seen, dude. Like just like a batted pass right into the arms of Nick Bolton, right? So it's like right then when that happened, I was like, here we go, But
we saw that major red flag from Bo, though. Not a big dog guy. So
yes, that's huge. Dom, what do you think about that?
Shocking news when I saw that.
What happened?
He was afraid of Kurt Herbstreit's dog Pete, the golden retriever. He didn't want to pet it, and I guess last time the dog jumped on him and he got all nervous. And he said he doesn't like dogs. One bit him when he was a kid, and he never recovered. He's never been the same.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
very interesting.
That is huge for me because come on, man. We're all big dog guys here. Dom, you have 3. I have 2. How many do you have, Dante? Do you have a dog?
2 dogs. 2 golden
2
retrievers.
dogs. Yeah.
Oh,
dude. Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's what Herbstreit was telling Bo, like, bro, get yourself a golden retriever. You'll never look back. And I completely 100% co-sign that.
I don't know though, dude. My sister got a golden retriever puppy. We had to babysit him. A mother of God, dude. The guy's eating the insulation in the drywall yesterday. It was they went up to Blackhawk on the 23rd. This dog was so bad. It doesn't sleep. It whines. You have to.
Well, you got to train them. You got to train them. But once they're trained,
bad puppy face, bro. Bad puppy face.
They're the best. They're so loving.
Yeah. No, dude. Yeah. I'm with you,
Bit
bro.
the shit out of Lou. Lou was freaking out.
Oh my God. Dude.
Then they did take a nap, and it was really cute. I will say. They love each other. Then he wakes up though, and it's just you hate him again. So. Tearing up the couch, peeing on the couch, shitting in my office. I'm
just saying, like, Bo, like, dude, if you're like we had talked earlier, like, dude, if he's like a cat guy, I can't get behind him. It's like you got to be at least like he's got to be like a snake. I'd rather him snake guy, yeah. Yeah, like, hey, I got a boa constrictor, bro. That's the size of your fucking head.
Yeah, it's like a fucking 25-foot anaconda.
He feeds them live. He feeds them live animals to stay alive. But yeah, dude, kind of a boring game last night. But like you said, man, win's a win. Everybody's trashing the Broncos. Here we go again.
The Fraudcos is what people are saying. The Fraudcos. 13-3, and you're going to call them frauds,
right? 13-3, you can't be frauds.
Haven't swept the Chiefs since when? 2014, 2015, or no, 2014, 2013.
Probably. Yeah,
probably with Manning. It's like, dude, it's ask. How about the Lions? Can't take care of Max Brosmer in a divisional matchup,
right? With your season on the line.
Yeah, with your season on the line.
I've also heard people saying Matt Campbell might be getting exposed. There's more Ben Johnson thing over there in Detroit.
Dan Campbell?
Yeah, or
Dan
Dan
Campbell?
Campbell.
Dan Campbell, first off, his defense, non-existent. I don't get that. I get that he's an offensive guy, but I think they were hurt though. Is the thing that I'm hearing.
They're pretty banged
Detroit's
up.
defense banged up. They need some corners over there.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, shout out to them because I thought I was smooth, picking up Lions D.
defense.
They still got me 19 points in our league, which Dom defense scores a little bit more. Do you know how much the Vikings scored by chance?
Defense.
They had 25 in regular, so
40.
They had 39 points in me and Dom's league, and I'm just like sitting there like nobody started these fuckers, bro. Like nobody.
No.
So nobody.
Not at all.
Except for the evil genius and that Dante's going.
Yeah, it's
the
always
same one
the
that
person
played
you
the
play.
2 players against him. Sometimes
What
better
a
be lucky
sicko.
than good, huh?
That's a deep pull. We might have to have him on. Like, what were you thinking? Like, you're just
It's
like,
like there's nobody else.
In my league, I'm the 5 seed and they're the 6 seed in the championship.
love to see it.
Yeah.
You
Really?
absolutely, you
Anything's
absolutely,
possible.
you love to see it.
I think I'm the 6th seed in the sleeper league, F. And you got to be up there though,
I think I'm the 2.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can talk about this weekend's games. So tomorrow you guys got games. So you spoiled again. Texans at Chargers, 2:30. This is a big game because it's big for the Texans, and obviously the Chargers are coming for the number 1 spot, which they're still eligible for technically. This game makes me nervous. I think the Chargers win. I want to take Texans, but
What are the odds
over
at right
personally.
now?
So Chargers are -1.5 favorites. It's in LA. Texans have won 4 or 5 games straight. They're on a fucking tear. CJ Stroud's back. Nico's rolling. He's had good games multiple weeks in a row. Obviously, that defense looks good. They did kind of low-key get exposed last week, but I just think the Chargers are winning big games, man. I think the Chargers are just going to just narrowly figure out a way. Herbert looks to be the guy. I mean, the whole phrase "Charger will Charger," we'll see. This is more of a Bronco game than it is a fucking anything, because if they lose this game, it takes a lot of pressure off of us.
Right, but we're talking, boys. Like, dude, I don't know. If you're giving me the option right now between the Texans defense, the Broncos defense, which is better, I think I'm taking the Texans. I think I'm doing it, and I think they're gonna absolutely obliterate. Herbie's gonna have no time, bro. Like that offensive line is depleted. Like Chargers are like like that Breaking Bad, Jesse Pinkman can't keep getting away with this. Like they can't keep getting away with this, bro. This is a real defense. They're playing for something. I like the Texans here. I like the Texans a lot.
I like that Denver gets to play the Chargers after playing that Texans defense too. That'll be a nice little. They'll be a little banged up, hopefully. But yeah, this is gonna be an interesting game. I think the Chargers are good. They make
that
me nervous.
defense is underrated. Defense is underrated.
Hampton's back
and rolling. Remember, I said he could be a league winner, Ev.
They're deep at receiver. I mean, they got Johnson's looked good this year, Ladd. So Herbert, he's looked good, and that thumb's healing up for him. I don't know. I don't fully trust the Texans. And you look at the teams they beat on this little win streak, couple good wins, but they still play some bad teams. So I do like the Chargers at home. All 10 Chargers fans will be out for that one.
Yeah, the Texans have actually, I'm sorry, boys. They've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row. The last game they lost to, Ev, who was it against?
Oh, was it the Jags, right?
No, it was us. They actually beat the
Broncos.
Jags. That's when the Jags fucked around and lost that game, and they were up by like 14 with like a minute left. Somehow they lost the game, because that's when I was like, all right,
that's right.
I can't take them seriously because they do this shit all the time. Remember they lost to the Bengals that way too?
Yeah.
Remember the Jags were piss pounding the Bengals, and then somehow they lost with Joey B getting hurt? Yeah, this is a big game. That'll be a fun one to watch. I'm excited. I'm going to lean the over, and I'm going to lean the Chargers.
This game's too big to be played at 2:00 on Saturday. You know what I mean? What are we doing here?
But I mean, it's at least at least it's not. At least it's not 11 a.m. on Saturday, right? I mean,
That's
we can
true.
still
Yeah.
wake
And it's
up.
on NFL Network, bro. Come on.
We
I gotta have 18 different streaming services to watch football.
Yeah.
we can wake up and
Wait,
not have
it's
to
on
worry
NFL
about.
Network?
That's what I'm seeing right here on
So you mean the TV app? It's on Stream East
yes.
TV app. Real quick about the Chargers. If they can win, take care of business. Does our game get flexed next week?
Has to.
Right.
Oof.
The potential games I'm looking at Sunday night would be. Oh wait, no, they're all of the games are showing Sunday at 11. Maybe somebody could help us out. I think that game will get flexed regardless of what happens.
Steelers
because-
Ravens also could be a big game depending on what happens there. That could be winner makes playoffs.
I guarantee you it gets flexed to Sunday night because I got to work Monday, and you guys already know I'm going to the game, so it'll be fucking Sunday night. I just know it. Let's move on. Ravens, Packers. I'm not sure what the Packers are going to do because they've already won. Let me check the standings for the NFC East. I know they could probably help their seeding out, but they've clinched a playoff spot.
So the
Yet they
the
can't.
Packers only have a 14% chance to win the division and no
Right.
chance at winning the one seed. So they're pretty much locked in one of these lower seed wild card teams.
Actually, you know what? They could beat out the Bears if the Bears lose. Yeah, because remember they have the tie. Yeah, I don't know though. No Jordan Love. I think this game's going to be kind of a stinker too, Ev. Ravens are just allergic to winning this year. Not sure what's going on with Harbaugh and camp. I'm blaming Lamar. Now he's
It's-
doubtful.
yeah.
Derrick Henry needs to go off. Dude.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm seeing there. He's probably not going to play, which is like how diabolical to like for this to come down in the fantasy championship. And you have Lamar, man. I mean, shout out to our boy Steph. He's probably rolling over in his grave. But
That's his
it's
boy. Yeah.
it's yeah, dude. I mean, and then it's like you have Malik Willis. Shout out to those people who have Josh Jacobs, who has been, pretty much for the better part of the season a wagon. Like you can't trust any of these guys anymore. In the most important weekend of fantasy. So yeah, it's gonna be an ugly game. I'm with you, Dom. I think it's gonna be gross. It's gonna be low scoring. But it's just here we are. Here we go. I mean, what are we gonna do?
Packers are banged up too, man. I mean, Jordan Love's out. Willis is questionable. Josh Jacobs hasn't looked like himself the last few weeks. He's got a lingering injury issue. Obviously, the Packers wide receivers, all fucking 13 of them. You never know what's going on with them. Wicks, he's hurt. Watson's questionable. So, yeah, I don't know, man. The Ravens need to win. I'd like to say they're just going to give it to Derrick Henry, let Huntley play, and let him do his thing. But I don't know. I mean, I would probably try to take the Ravens plus 3.5, but I could totally see them getting obliterated too, and then just being like, cool, the season's over, But
I don't know.
we'll see. Cabo
guys
on 3.
Remember my hot take earlier this year about Harbaugh, but I saw some more on X about that they might be splitting up after the season. Just it's been 20 years almost, 15, so they want to change the scenery, do some different things. So I think Harbaugh is kind of on the hot seat over there. Lamar, I don't know what his deal is. I saw he's getting traded to Miami. That's like the favorite right now. So we'll see what happens there. Packers, they've pretty much, like you said, they got nothing to play for. So the Ravens have to. I feel like they got to come out and do something. But it's tough to play in Lambeau. That'll be a tough game for him. 3 points. I'd take the Ravens probably.
The over and unders, which is shitty because they're 39.5 and 38.5. It's like, come on, bro. Give us some fucking good offense at least, especially with championship,
Right.
Championship fantasy going down. You'd like to see some higher over unders. Ev, what's your thoughts on the Packers Ravens stink bowl? Two teams that potentially at one point would probably be Super Bowl favorites, each of them in their own right.
No, I think it's going to be gross. And I think if you're trusting anybody that's in those games in your fantasy squads, you might want to look elsewhere. I think it's going to be gross. I think it's going to be very gross. I mean, Josh Jacobs, obviously you're playing him. Derrick Henry, you're playing him. But outside
you're playing
of that,
against him.
Yeah. Oh, you have Derrick Henry?
He'll have 8 points. Promise you.
You're playing against Zay Flowers. I don't have a choice. Like I don't have a choice. I lost Rashee Rice. I lost Malik Neighbors. I gotta play Drake London in that league, Dom. So, it's it's tough. I guess you just play them and then just hope for the best, man. I guess it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but hopefully we get some better games on Sunday, boys.
Which it doesn't start off good. We can pivot into Sunday here. We got 15 left. Cardinals at Bengals. I love this game because the over-under is 53.5. This is like you just hope they both make like, hey, dude, there's a lot of people that are depending on us for fantasy football. Jamar Chase, Joey B, Michael Wilson, McBride, fucking Marvin Harrison Jr., Chase Brown, so it's like this might be the fantasy football game to watch of the weekend.
Yeah.
That over-under is 53.5. I'm pressing the over button. I don't give a fuck. You have the 29th worst defense and the worst defense in the league. Right now, the Bengals are favored at -7. I just want to tap the over and hope for fireworks. That's all that I want. So that's where I'll be leaning here. Ev, you got any action on this Cardinals-Bengals 11 o'clock game? Two teams that have been eliminated for weeks. The Cardinals started off 2-0 this year. They've went 1-12. So tough to be a Cardinals fan.
Yeah, I'd feel a lot better about this game if it was in Arizona. I'm not gonna lie. We might have to check the weather and see what that's like in Cincinnati.
65 and rain.
Okay, a rainy day game. Perfect. Fantastic. So yeah, look for obviously I got Chase Brown shares. You're starting him. Jamar Chase, I think this is it. I think this is the game. If you have Jamar Chase, he's been very, very bad. And honestly, he's been I traded up to take him in a non-PPR league thinking oh yeah, man, this is going to be the steal of the draft. Nope. But I somehow make it to the championship. I'm playing against Joe Burrow and T. Higgins. So I need a Jamar game. I need a Jamar game. Very, very bad.
Oh my God, dude. You have to bet Higgins anytime, dude. You just have to bet it. Put 50 on it and then be like, all right, cool. If this hits, I'm okay. Right. You have to, bro.
Yeah.
Joey B has 2 rushing touchdowns.
Oh God, that'd be worst case scenario.
I've got Higgins in mind. So I'm banking on Higgins having a good game. I think a lot of it is Jamar Chase has been pouty all year, dude. I hate these receivers when they start acting like divas and they start pouting and this and that. So it's like, you know what? Let T. Higgins go off because he's stuck with it.
Yeah, I agree. I think T. Higgins still has a good game, but I'm saying this is the Jamar game. This is if it's not this week, then it's not ever. I was thinking the same thing about CD and what did he do? Yeah, this week nothing. Dead. So it could go either way, Dante. But yeah, this is the best fantasy game of the day in my opinion. So hopefully it's fireworks. I got a decision to make. Do I start Jacoby Brissett or do I start Brock Purdy with no George Kittle?
That's fucking interesting. Let me think on that one. I'd probably lean Brissett, bro. I think besides last week, he was like a top 5 guy every single week that he's played. All right, let's move on. Another stinker game here. Steelers at the Browns. If you got anybody playing fantasy in these games, throw your phone in the toilet.
I did.
Aaron Rodgers. Who?
Samson?
Oh, yeah. Evan's playing against him in fantasy too, bro. I just had to throw these sneakers in on him. He doesn't even know where he went to school. Dante, where did Samson go to school?
Tennessee.
He did. Tennessee. Yep. This was a guy that I wanted Denver to draft. He'll get you 10 points. Anyways, Steelers winning the AFC North. If they win this, I think it eliminates a couple teams, right? Or the Ravens for sure. I don't even think they'll need to win this game. It'll be interesting to see. Shout out to my boy Shadur. Hopefully he can keep it rolling. The weather in Cleveland, though, dude, definitely sketch. You guys got anything to say? It looks like Watt is returning back to practice. Might as well just shut him down until the playoffs if you're the Steelers.
I think
it's funny how Mike Tomlin, they're all yelling, fire Tomlin, fire Tomlin. I think the Steelers have won a few games in a row since then.
Yeah, they're looking good. But Myles Garrett is on his sack watch. So I think he needs just one more sack to tie it.
Strahan's record.
1 to tie, 2 to break it. So that's almost, against Rodgers this week, that'd be kind of cool to see him break it.
That's a fucking stinky over and under too. 33.5, Ev.
Thankfully, I have no fantasy shares in either game, which I'm excited about. But shout out the Steelers, man. getting that win last week. I mean, come on, that's crazy. But no, if you're relying on Steelers and Browns, obviously, I feel like the top two are what Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen
What about
Warren.
Fannin?
Fannon's he's got that
he's
groin
hurt.
injury.
Yeah.
I know, but I got
Which
pissed
sucks
in
for
Fannin,
Shedeur.
so I'm like,
I do too. He was locked in as my tight end in one of my championship or
Yeah, you're
not
gonna
my
have to
championship,
check
but
it. You're gonna have to wake up and check for sure.
you're gonna have to have a backup plan because I don't think he's gonna go, man.
the other problem is Hill plays at 11, so I could scoop him up real quick.
Yeah, I would do Hill. Do Hill with me.
Big balls.
Over
Big balls.
Pitts.
No, you can't. You gotta do Pitts.
And then if Pitts doesn't play Monday night, then you're screwed.
Yeah. Well, if he doesn't play, then I'm fucked too in our other league.
I'll wait real quick before we get to the next game. I want to ask you guys' opinion on this. So, my brother-in-law Nick texted me. He's in a dynasty league, big payout, right? So it's like, first place, it's winner take all, gets $1,000. Most points is $400 on top of that. So he got reached out to by the commissioner saying because he was in the championship with this other guy, but this other guy's both of his quarterbacks got hurt. Pat Mahomes got hurt, Daniel Jones got hurt. So the commissioner reached out, was like, "Hey guys, do you guys just this is on the table, you guys just split it, split the winnings."
No way.
Like guaranteed, Nick would be walking away with $700, guaranteed, win or lose.
Wouldn't do it.
So that's why I kind of told him. I was like, you know what? I was like, it's hard to reach a championship, let alone win a championship.
It's more bragging rights than anything.
I was like, you got to go for it. You got to go for it. And, we were kind of talking back and forth. He's like, you know what? You're right. And the guy played Josh Johnson yesterday. Nick had Dak. Nick had Lamb, which didn't work out too well. Nick had Gibbs. So now Nick's looking
now he's like I should have took it.
I probably should have taken the split, but I'm like, nah, dude. You got to go for broke.
Yeah.
You got to go for broke, man. When it comes to a championship, what do you guys think?
A couple of years ago, I did this where me in the first play in the championship game on Monday, they texted me and they're like, "Hey, you want to just split it 50-50 on the winnings and then see what happens?" So we did it. Because I knew I was going to lose, and I did lose. So it worked out for me. But like this year, I feel like I got a squad that can win it. No way am I doing it. I feel like you got to just, like you said, it's for bragging rights. It's been a tough season. It's hard to get here. Unless you know for sure you're going to lose and you're just trying to cook up a little deal, get a piece of the pot. But if you think you got
it ain't over till it's over.
Yeah.
It ain't over till it's over, bro. Fuck
Right.
that. I mean, it's like hedging when you're sports betting. Should you do it?
Yeah, we don't hedge.
Yeah, sure you should do it. But do you cash out? No, you never cash out and you never hedge.
That's what I told him. I was like, I have never heard of this before. Like if I were to approach Matt Grajeda in the championship right now, hey man, you just want to he'd be like, fuck no, dude. I'm like, we gotta respect it. But no, I mean he had like a 70% chance to win yesterday. Now it's obviously way down. But yeah, dude,
the Gibbs thing was crazy, dude. I mean
horrible.
And it's just shitty because I think he did fumble as well. But the turnovers, dude, like there was seven turnovers in that game. They never had the ball. Like he couldn't even get any like receptions. The dude potentially could have. I mean, one game I think he had 10 catches. It's just crazy how far like you go off of game script when you just turn the ball over at will. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so that's what happened with that one. It's shitty. Gibbs, I remember saying too, Ev, I think I told you, Gibbs was my guy if I was the number one pick, which, by the way, convinced me otherwise. Never drafting the person that everybody says to draft works out. It never works. Like, it never works out. Jamar Chase this year, arguably, Ev, wide receiver, 10, 11, Now, don't draft in Jigba, I mean, if you did that, somebody fucking let me know. I'll Venmo you $10, right? But, like, Gibbs was my guy I would have drafted at 1. Overall, obviously, he let me down this week, but, I mean, come on. Like,
he got you there.
McCaffrey, other people I know, Matt was piling him.
McCaffrey's the one.
McCaffrey 1. People were drafting him 1, and it's like
worked out for him probably.
Absolutely. So, it's just like next year you got to think it's going to be Bijan Robinson. I'm going to lean probably Gibbs again, dude. I'm going to lean Gibbs. Montgomery's another year older. Like, Which, by the way, boys, would you guys like Montgomery? I was thinking about this yesterday. Would you like
Dude.
him on a 1 year, 2 year deal in Denver?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Would you take
Just
that?
for the line, like those carries that you don't want to trust Harvey with.
Yeah, I think that'd be a really good 1-2 punch if we had somebody like that. Okay, let's move on to another stinky game here. We got a couple getting better towards the end. Saints Titans. So I saw Tony Pollard low key. Ev, I know you were high on him. He's had a few games for DFS. I think I am going to lean Tony Pollard here. He's been carrying the load pretty well. Over under 39.5. Saints are 2.5 point favorites. If you have a Tyler Shuck rookie card, let me know. Trillo Betts is interested in making that purchase. I think this guy's actually legit. Saints are in an interesting spot too, because do they draft quarterback again next year?
No.
I don't think so.
I think I've seen enough from the Shuck kid. Anyways, Olave's been carrying fantasy teams as well. Ev, this was a guy that I said I could not see why his value won't be significant in the later ends. Dante was on the podcast with me. I also said that for Diggs. Dante, you know who I said it about too, though? I was wrong about one guy. Calvin Bozo, sports betting Ridley.
Yes.
Stupidest player ever. Ev told me that he was good. He was.
I was so bad.
So
That
wrong.
was one of my worst calls this year. Oh my god, dude. Jesus
Yep.
Christ. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm probably leaning the 2.5 for the Titans. Won't be really watching this game too much. I do have Taysom Hill and Chris Olave in this. So, it's just yucky. It's yucky
Well,
that
dude,
I have to do this
hey.
in a championship.
Tony Pollard been absolutely balling out. All right.
Yeah,
he got 161 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Cleveland Browns, who we all thought was a good defense. I still think they are. At San Francisco, 104 yards and a score. And then versus Kansas City, another 100 yards. So 3 straight games, 100 plus yards. I am terrified, Dom, because Matt has him in Aces League. So that's what I'm looking at. It's possible he keeps it going. The Saints have been stingy, bro. I think they might have found a little bit of hope in Tyler Shuck, like you said, man. And if they win this game, I think he might win Offensive Player of the Year.
No
Rookie
way
of the
would
year?
I want to have
Offensive
to
rookie
trust
of the year?
Pollard.
Rookie of the Year.
I think the
Scary.
running backs have done pretty well. Yeah, Tony Pollard, though, I mean, dude, he has been killing it. And plus, I think that Cam Ward and the Titans are starting to find rhythm through the run game, right? So the Titans' defense, low-key, is pretty damn good against the run. They kind of funnel you in the air, which is why I also really like Olave for the record. I could probably see myself, doing like a Taysom Hill, DFS, Tony Pollard, Olave. This is how I would look at this game in particular. If you guys hear of any DFS starters for my squad, by the way, I'm still tier 3 leaderboard, Ev. I got 2 weeks. I got to hold on to it. I got like a 30-point lead. It's a pretty big payout for it's like scoring. I'm the tier 3 leader. So
Let's go.
Yep. I didn't do good last week, so I need a good week. Let's move on to arguably the biggest game of my fantasy football life. Colts at home against the Jags. Okay. Let's just say it. Your boy's starting Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne. My God. Let's roll. We'll have eyes on this game. 11 o'clock. I need 30 from each. Dante, I'm liking my chances. Brock Purdy scored 5 tutties. I'm taking Jags -6. They beat us by 14. We're a lot better than the Colts. I know we lost to them. What are you guys' thoughts on this game? Is anybody you're touching in DFS?
Yeah, I talked about Pierce, and he had a really good game last week. I'm not trusting him, but just something like
It's
if you're
just
looking at
hard, dude.
options, yeah, receiver's really thin. So if you need someone, he could be out there. But here's the thing: maybe Denver had a little bit of a letdown game versus the Jags. Maybe the Jags, do they have a letdown game? They got to go on the road again to Indy. If Philip Rivers doesn't win, this is probably his last game because I think they're going to start Richardson once they're eliminated. So we could be looking at a possible last game ever for Philip Rivers. Colts play better at home than they do on the road. They're 6-2 at home. I don't know why Jags should win, but give me the Colts. I feel like they could do something here.
I think the Philip Rivers show is over. Personally.
And I've got Jonathan Taylor in fantasy, and I need him to have a big game for me.
Yeah, you do. You needed that touchdown, and he gave it to you.
Yes.
Ev, what's your thoughts on this game, bud? You abandoned us by not playing Trevor Lawrence, and it's going to bite you in the nuts.
Yeah, no, I was just scared. I was scared because you have these monstrous weeks from Trevor Lawrence, right? And up leading up to the Broncos, it was not a lot of like stiff competition. But then they come in here and he absolutely shows out. They whoop our ass, So I was just kind of like scared off. Like this is an actual like last week's game. Like had they lost to the Broncos, I mean, it's not really, this is one of the biggest games of the season for Trevor Lawrence, and it's going to be interesting to see how he responds. I wasn't willing to gamble on the floor of Trevor Lawrence versus the floor of Dak Prescott versus the Commanders. So that's why I chose Dak Prescott. But it could be the reason why I lose this week because I'm going against Joe Burrow. So if Trevor Lawrence goes out there and scores 40 and I lose, it's going to be because I didn't play Trevor Lawrence, and I had not played Trevor Lawrence the last 2 weeks over Dak. But I think this is going to be a big game. I think, like you saw, like this Colts team is going to rally around Phillip Rivers. He threw 2 touchdowns last week. I think this offense can be better with Phillip Rivers. Can Jonathan Taylor get going? He hasn't been going for a while
That
now.
Jags defense is stingy, bro. I'm telling you, I saw it in person. It's a stingy defense. It's really hard to move the ball against them consistently. So a defense travels. You saw last week. It's not like they shut Bo down. They just added a little couple quirks in there. Couldn't run the ball effectively, led to turnovers running the ball. So
They've got some good pass rushers too.
yep, good pass rushers. Tavon Walker. What's his name, Dante?
Yeah, from Georgia.
Yep.
I will say that I would feel a lot better had I not played Pickens. My initial plan was I'm starting ETN, I'm starting RJ Harvey, I'm starting Devon Achane, and now I'm going in, to Sunday, just Achane, my lone back. So I think, will it be a shootout? I just don't know. I think they're going to be fired up. I think that crowd's going to be fired up. I think the Colts have been getting that. They just been, dude, how long ago before when they were just the number 1 seed in the AFC? So, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a hostile environment. How much does that? It's going to be interesting to see. Trevor Lawrence could win or lose your championship, but I mean, damn sure, I think I'm leaning the side where he could win you a ring and championship. So that's where I'm going. But I'm with Dante, man. I think Colts got 1 win left. I think they make it, interesting. So yeah, I'm leaning
You
Colts,
guys
unfortunately.
don't understand, man. Phillip Rivers, look at last week. Started off hot, right? And obviously, like any 45-year-old's going to do, he's going to get fucking exhausted and not be able to finish drives towards the end of the game. That's what he couldn't do. You saw it. Brock Purdy just, the Colts defense is sus. Used to be a little bit better. Banged up. Sauce is back, sure. I don't give a fuck. Travis Etienne and Trevor Lawrence should each have some good rushing windows opening up as well. Look, dude, the Jags, they're legit. I don't know what more I have to tell you guys. You guys are betting against my Jags. Just don't put any coin on it. They win. However, I will say too, Ev, you started Dak Prescott last 2 weeks over Trevor Lawrence because I've started Baker and he hasn't been doing great, but my team's been winning. So I'm wondering if I change that leadership up top, the rest of the squad might look down at me and be like, hey, man, you're benching the quarterback that got you here, arguably, for the young bull. I was thinking about possibly switching it up, but, dude, Trevor Lawrence is my guy, bro.
You got to
– when the Jags started really being believers is when I watched that game here, is when he fell over, got up, ran in the touchdown against the Chiefs, dude. Ever since then, they've been an unstoppable force. And they get in their own way sometimes. But Trevor Lawrence arguably has been a top 3 quarterback in the last 6 weeks. So just remember that. And after physically watching him for every single play last week, he matured overnight. I mean, the guy's not the dumb, goofy, blonde golden retriever that he was.
Seriously. Well, it goes to show you where it's like, what does this guy look like when you're winning games and like convincingly winning games? Travis Etienne has been on fire too. The reason why I went off Travis Etienne is because I think Bashal Tutin is gonna play on Sunday. I do, which that kind of sucks. But you just can't. Like if I didn't play Pickens, I was playing Travis Etienne. I think he's gonna probably score a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
It's just those divisional games. We see them. We saw it with the Lions. getting absolutely just wrecked in a divisional meaningless game for the Vikings, bro. And it's like, you know, for the fantasy championships, I'm scared, but man, go big or go home, Dom. I think like you said, like if you're kind of the underdog.
I got Trevor Lawrence in both leagues, by the way, and I also made Jordan start Trevor Lawrence in her championship, and she was playing against the Dak CeeDee Lamb stack as well. So
I still think Trevor Lawrence has a solid game. I just don't think it's 40, 50.
Well, dude, the gap between, we could talk this game too. Buccaneers at Dolphins, Bucks -6. The Bucks are allergic to winning all of a sudden, dude. They get in their own way. Talk about teams that get in their own way. Baker is not healthy. I think he's out there because he's a stud, throwing in zins, not giving a fuck, which I love. But, all the weapons are back for Tampa Bay. Igbuka's dropping the ball. I have Mike Evans too, Ev, so I'm still going to be rooting for Baker. But, I could see the Bucks getting up early, honestly, too, and kind of cruising. Whereas I think the Jags are going to be pedal to the metal the whole entire game. So that's why I kind of see like the game flow kind of being a little bit differently. This Bucks-Dolphins game is going to be fucking ugly. I could see Bucky. If I have Bucky stock, I'm really liking him for DFS this week. But, I'm not even liking Mike Evans stock too much, to be honest with you. But my option was him or Xavier Worthy, which obviously I made the right decision there. But, the Bucks are another team, dude, where it's like at one point this season, they were 5-1 and Baker was the MVP.
But now, they're in must win. They're in must win territory too. So
they do control their own destiny though, which is fucking tits. So next week we're gonna have arguably two big games: Broncos Chargers, Bucks Panthers.
Yeah.
So whoever wins that next game. So obviously, if the Bucks lose here and the Panthers win, I think they're. Would that fuck them?
Yeah. Panthers got a tough game against the Seahawks, though.
So, but I mean, dude, the Bucks, man, I've watched them too. Not looking good. I don't know what's up with that offensive line's not healthy. They can't effectively run the ball, by the way, but I'm thinking that the Dolphins will be able to open up a little bit more. So we should see that.
Todd Bowles might be out if the season goes to shit.
Well, Todd Bowles, what's he known for, right? Crazy good defenses, shut down defenses. Not the case this year.
Yeah.
That's been kind of where they've been letting it down. But I kind of want to blame Baker too for turning the ball over. So
last week, my dad in fantasy had Jordan Love, and he picked up Ewers. And he's a Dolphins fan, so we're watching that Packers game, and Love goes out. He's pissed off. Love has 3 points. I should have played Ewers. Ewers finished with 2.3 points. So
he made the right decision. Did he win?
The right decision. He lost. No, you're not going to win many games when your quarterback gets you
off to Cabo.
Well,
off to Cabo.
That's such a shitty situation, man. To have your fantasy season end by injury, but it's like I'm leaning like I got a crazy decision to make on Sunday too. Dolphins, Achane. I'm considering if Henderson is out for the Patriots, I'm considering playing Ramondre. It's non-PPR. It's non-PPR. I got to get the touchdowns.
Achane will get you 100 yards too. Look at his over-under for his total yards is 119.
He's so
rushing, receiving.
He's so good.
Plus, I mean, I know Tua throws at him like 99% of the time because he can't throw downfield, but he's going to be the only way they can effectively move the ball. And plus, if he is losing, I know it's non-PPR, he's still going to get fucking 7 or 8 receptions for 65 yards. That's
which shout out to Mike McDaniel ruining all of our fantasy championships. Like, Jesus, man. Like, I get it, but it's just I don't think Ewers is it either, and I don't think Mike McDaniel is the answer either.
What's up with our boy? Oh my God,
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, what's up with him?
Yeah,
I have no any love.
I saw he was upset, and he's young. He's only 24, 25. He's young. I mean, he should be starting there too. He should be starting.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what they're doing, and it's not like Ewers was a high draft pick. He's a 7th round pick, so it's not like you got to play him either.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Is like Ewers is for sure like more of a backup. That was like his projection was always a backup. Let's move on. Patriots, Jets. Ev, you're right about Ramondre. I like him for DFS. Speaking of DraftKings, Patriots should roll here. We are big Jets fans. If ever a divisional upset tomorrow or Sunday, let's have it be this one, right?
There's no way.
I think Brady Cook's playing quarterback for the Jets again.
Jets. Brady
Yeah.
Cook, the Notre Dame kid. Yeah, Jets are a team that's tanking. They are talking. I was in an Uber actually on the way home from the airport. This guy was a diehard Jets fan, and he's like,
Poor
"Bro,
bastard.
we need to sell. We should have sold more assets." He's like, "We sold Sauce. We sold Quick." He's like, "We should have traded you guys
Sold
Garrett Wilson."
Breeze.
He's like, "We
Sold
should have
Breeze.
traded Brees Hall," but he was like, the reason why we keep Brees Hall is because he's like the only person that, like a ticket. So like the Rockies, when they eat Chris Bryant, it's like you have to pay somebody. You can't have just mediocre. And they're actually talking about re-signing Brees Hall, just keep him there. Which
Dude,
would be shitty
the
for
gross
him.
thing is in Aces League, so you have to drop position for position, right? So it's got to be you drop a
Oh,
running
yeah.
back for a running back. So I dropped Brees Hall this week for Ramondre, and then now it's looking like Travion Henderson is linking together a couple of limited practices. So I'm not even going to be able to play
Brees Hall.
Ramondre. So,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm not playing Brees Hall against the
You
Patriots.
cut Brees Hall against the
Dang.
run funnel.
Dang.
Dude, the Patriots are not a run funnel, bro. They're actually really good. They're fine.
Uh,
But I wasn't gonna play him. I wasn't gonna play Brees the next 2 weeks. So I was like, well, at least championship week, let me get Ramondre and 2 touchdowns. But now it's looking like Travion Henderson might play, which you can't touch Ramondre then.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. For DFS, that would be sketchy. A lot of 11 o'clock games. These are still 11 o'clock games I'm talking about here. Seahawks at Panthers. I need Njigba to have 40. This could be the week where he has 50. We love the matchup. Must win for the number one NFC team, Seahawks. Who would have thought except Dante? Panthers at home, minus or +7. You could talk me into putting some coin on the +7. I love the over here, 42.5. Seahawks defense is underrated, but once I saw what Bryce Young did to the Rams, Brees Hall, I'm in on him. I think that they made the right decision by keeping him. Panthers need to win, but they really need to win next week. Could this be a potential you're looking ahead game, right? I like the Panthers +7 here, to be honest with you.
We had Seattle. That's a far way for Seattle to travel all the way across country. But the Seahawks, I know they just had a huge win against the Rams, but I honestly think the Rams and the 49ers are better than the Seahawks. I think I've decided that, despite the records, and Seattle's in play for the 1 seed. I think
It's
they
theirs
have
right
it
now.
right now. Yeah, so
Yeah, it's theirs to lose.
the Bears, it's between them and the Bears, really, and the 49ers. So those are the 3 teams that can still get it.
Seahawks play at San Francisco next week, so
Yeah, big one there.
yeah. Ev, what's your thoughts on this game, bro? How much is Njigba getting me?
I think it's an absolute blowout. I think
Really?
I think Water finds its level with the Panthers. They've been hanging in there. I think Seahawks run away with this one late. I think, dude, come on, man. Njigba, he's getting you 100 yards in a score. Book it. At least. It's been so hard to like judge like the fantasy implications from Chuba Hubbard and Rico Daddle. Like, do you not remember like 7 weeks ago when it was like, oh, dude, you felt so good plugging in Rico Daddle because you knew this guy was getting just 100 yards in a score. So now, I got Rico on my bench. I'm not even trusting it. It's not even a question. Like, I'm not trusting it. But I think
It's not like Chuba's been
good
playing great
Seahawks
either, to be
defense.
honest with you.
Yeah, good Seahawks defense. They had a big win last week, so I think it might start close. But I think Seahawks end up rolling, which plays kind of into like if you have Tet, Dante. I know you have Tet shares. I do too as well. So if you have Tet in full PPR, that's what you kind of hoping for game script. Like Bryce Young's got to throw, but I think this guy's gonna be under duress. I don't know how good that game's gonna be for Tet, but I think you're plugging him in and just hoping for the best. But I got Seahawks big in this one.
Seahawks big. Interesting. I'm skipping Giants Raiders. I can't even talk about it. We don't have time. It's
Tank
just,
Bowl though,
that's-
they're both going for the number 1 overall pick, so it's like they're both gonna be trying to lose that game.
yeah. And then the Raiders will win, and Pete Carroll will be chewing his gum. Eagles at Bills, huge game. We need the Eagles here. Or do we? I don't know. This is going to be an interesting game because this could potentially be a Super Bowl matchup here. Eagles are rolling again. I know Saquon's been averaging 5.5 in his last 3 games. The Bills could not stop the run. Everybody knows that. Saquon, explosive plays. I'm booking him for an anytime touchdown. I think the Eagles go into Buffalo and fall short. I either see Josh Allen like putting the squad. Here's the thing, dude, is the Bills. To me, they're inconsistent. I can't trust them. But at the same time, they have the best player in the NFL, in my opinion. So, like, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know?
And the Bills are hard to beat at home too. Different up there in Buffalo. Eagles, we saw them. They've been beaten. Denver beat them. They're not the team they were last year for whatever reason, but I don't care about the regular season. It's all about when you turn it on. The Eagles seem to always turn it on at the end of the season at the right time. The Eagles kind of do need this win, but I just don't see them going into Buffalo and get a W unless Josh Allen, those injuries are really adding up for him. If he's questionable, he'll play, I think they said. But if he is limited in any way, that's going to be huge for the Bills. That's the one team where it comes down to quarterback play for sure.
100%. That's your boy too.
My boy.
You Josh Allen, Dick Ryder. Ev, who you got? Bills 1.5 point favorites at home.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I think the Eagles get this one in a close one. I think it makes it a lot harder, and it makes, dude, I'm scared. I'm terrified, Dom, because obviously I'm playing Josh Allen against you, who's got a foot injury, right? So I think they're going to lead a lot on James Cook in this game. Eagles getting some
playing
pieces.
in fantasy too, and the other side. So you love that shit.
Yeah, I absolutely hate it. But I think it's Broncos fans are big Eagles fans, but we have to see what that does. Maybe not, because I don't want to play the
Bills.
I want the Bills. I don't want the Bills into the AFC Championship, unfortunately.
I know. That's what I was looking at. It's like, well, would you rather play the Bills or the Jags? Honestly, I would take the Bills, bro. I'd probably take the Bills, dude.
You're nasty.
I honestly would. I'd rather play the Patriots than both of them, but the Jags, dude. I've been telling you guys about my Jags. Next, Bears at Niners. Huge game for the NFC. Kittle, avoid tie ankle sprain. We know he's questionable. San Francisco catching 3 at home. They looked great against the Colts. Here's my thing about Brock Purdy, though, is he's Brock Purdy. If you're talking about an inconsistent quarterback, it's him. Here's the thing about the 49ers, though. I know Trent Williams brought it up, too. There's a lot of people in that locker room that have been to Super Bowls. They lost Greenlaw. They lost Hufanga. We know that. Still a lot of veterans that have been to multiple Super Bowls on this squad. People forget, McCaffrey could potentially have 40. Sorry. But, liking the over in this one, 52.5, I think this is where you're going to see Caleb Williams get outplayed by Brock Purdy, which is disgusting to say. But I could just see Caleb Williams making a couple more mistakes. Think about it last week. They should have lost that game. So I think this is a good game for 49ers here. -3. I'll probably buy that down to -2.5.
Yeah, big game late in the season too. Possible the Bears are going for that number 1 seed, which is crazy to think. If you had to guess, what would the get-in price for this game is?
Like the tickets?
Yeah, the cheapest ticket.
400.
Yeah, 340. This is the most expensive game of the weekend. Crazy that this matchup's going on late in the season. The Bears have been proving me wrong all year. I think I got to start believing in Ben Johnson, even if I don't fully believe in Caleb Williams. He does turn the ball over a little bit. Ben Johnson, I mean, he just cooks plays up that it's just beautiful to watch. The Bears defense is coming together. 49ers are so banged up, but they keep finding ways to win. I'm just like, how do they keep doing it? I just don't understand. I don't know. Call me crazy, but I kind of like the Bears.
Ooh.
That is crazy.
Bears in an upset.
49ers lock of the weekend.
Yeah,
last game. Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. I think that's what I'm kind of hoping for. That's what I'm kind of like seeing in this game is like, everyone expects it to be real high scoring, but it might be more of like a defensive battle. You got Robert Saleh over there. With George Kittle out, it's huge for Purdy. So that's going to be something to monitor. But like you said, he's got Christian McCaffrey. Jawan Jennings has been wide receiver 1 for them for the last 6-7 weeks. I think he's going to produce. Roma Dunze out. So look for DJ Moore to have a game because I don't believe in that 49ers defense either. But at home, I think they probably lean on Christian. Like you said, Dom, could be a big game for Christian on championship weekend. I'm hoping not. But hey, I'm non PPR, so I could live with that. But
How
I
do you
don't I
like
don't
that non PPR?
it's hard. It's very hard. It's very hard.
Yeah.
Coming from the guy that took his first 3 picks were
Wide
Jamar
receiver.
Chase, Devon Achan, and Puka Nakua. So
So who's been the best running back? Do you know off the top of your head who the best running back? And the same with receiver. Like I'm sure it's been Njigba because he gets him, or Puka because they get 1,000,000 yards and they never score. So
yeah, probably Puka and Jigba have been the top 2.
That's
Jonathan
interesting.
Taylor. Jonathan Taylor
Taylor.
was
Yeah, Taylor was the one.
for the most part, but now it's looking like McCaffrey is probably RB1 in that league.
A-Chain's got to be top 5, though. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's up there
because of his numbers. Another game Monday night. I like this over under 50. Rams at Falcons. Rams may shut down Ev's boy Devontae Adams. Does this mean Kyron Williams could potentially score a goal line touchdown for you, Ev?
Blake Corum.
Or Corum. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
leaning Corum. It's gonna come down to if you have. So I'm playing against Bijan Robinson and I have Kyle Pitts, who's now questionable. So I'm like, fuck me. But I'm just hoping I have like a 15, 20 point lead. And I'm hoping Kyle Pitts can just put another like 10 on it. And then if Bijan scores 35, which he potentially could, I'm hoping this Rams defense can shut him down. The Rams need to win too. Let's not forget. So Rams defense been low key getting torched in the air. So I'm okay with that. Bijan is a freak though. He's definitely a freak of nature. So I'll take Rams by 1,000,000 here. Kirk Cousins could have 17 turnovers. Speaking of a guy who turns the ball over a lot, you could be seeing a lot of turnovers here too.
Yeah, I agree. Kurt, I wish London was out. That helped my confidence in Pitts a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, this game, it's for fantasy purposes is why we'll be watching for sure. A lot of championships going to be decided during this game. Just think, I mean, I don't know if you have Puka in the league or not, but he gets 1,000,000 yards but cannot score a touchdown. Every week he's got 100+ yards, no touchdown. It's getting frustrating. I keep betting on it, hoping it's going to hit.
Yeah, but now with Devontae Adams out, you could potentially see, him getting those.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Dante, I actually have him in the championship for this non-PPR league, and he got me 36 points in non-PPR last week. And I think he carries it on this week. I think Matt Stafford is looking for that MVP still. It's right there with him and Drake May. I think Drake May is going to be I think the Patriots are going to try to make a case for that guy against the Jets.
Interesting note on this game. The Rams have the Falcons' first round pick. So if the Rams win, it double helps them. If the Falcons win, so the little motivation for the Falcons just to kind of for that draft pick reason right there. Something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, in our league, Dom, I'm going against. So Tony's looking like he's deciding to bench Josh Allen for Matt Stafford, which is a brilliant move.
He should have done it last week. He would have beat me.
Yeah. So I think I think Matt Stafford probably has 3-4 touchdowns, which is bad news for me, but at the same time, good news for me if
that was a 62-point swing, Dante, in my league.
Crazy.
When he didn't start Stafford, he scored 68 in our league. Josh Allen scored 6 points.
Wow.
So it was a 62-point swing. I think I beat him by 61.5. So that is shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Yeah, he's not going back, which I'm gonna feel his wrath, but maybe it's more of a Kyron Puka game, which would be fantastic. I'm actually going against Blake Corum too. Matt has Blake Corum going against me in Aces League, so I'm like, fuck. So it'll be Puka. Dude. It'll be Puka Nakua versus Blake Corum Monday Night Football. But yeah, no, I think this game is going to be pretty high scoring, so it should be fun way to end the fantasy championship week.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it, boys. That's all the games. Best of luck to your fantasy football championships, fellas. Great work making it there. I'm 2 for 2. Ev, you're a bozo. I'm gonna beat your ass ever since you were talking shit. Everybody knows Derrick Henry legacy game. So you're starting A-Chain. You're not going to start A-Chain because I'm starting A-Chain, and I know that's how you are. Then you're going to hope for an injury. That's the kind of dude you are.
Well, no. Now I have to, pretty much. I mean, I guess I feel a little bit better that it's not Brady Cook manning the Miami Dolphins. But no, it's you got to start your studs in the championship, right? I guess
Which is why you should have started Trevor Lawrence. He's going to be carrying the Deep Petrillo squads to championships this weekend.
I hope so.
Believe
I hope
that.
so. And I told Chris too. By the way, whoever wins, you guys get to pick. The winner gets to pick where the end of season party is at. So
Oh, excellent.
start thinking about it.
Blackhawk, baby, Ameristar.
That's insane, but I'm absolutely 100% on
Let
board.
me know when.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
Dante's in. All right, fellas, you guys have a great weekend. All right, lay low, be low key. Sunday, just don't even text me. Don't be like, oh damn, bro. Oh, Bijan. Don't want anybody's texts. All right. Ev's been texting me, damn, Dom Gibbs. Don't need any of that negative energy. All right.
All right, yeah. This is what we're doing from now on. All right, me and you guys, us three. All right, let's just put positive energy in there. Positive energy in the air.
Karma. I'm giving you my karma.
Karma, it's good,
Karma.
yes?
Jason.
Karma. Jason.
All right.
It's good, yes? All right.
All right.
Best of
Chill's
luck to
gotta
everybody
fly.
out there.
We'll be seeing you guys later.